What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Sorare video here on the channel. It's been a while since we have talked about the common game mode, so in the video here today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my strategy in common and how I've managed to build the best Sorare common gallery that you can get right now. If you guys are enjoying the content, please do remember to like, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into the video for today. Yes, guys, very quickly before we get into the video today, this part, as we are recording now, is recorded after what you guys are about to see, and that is, of course, because we have some announcements to make, and I wanted to put it nearer to the start of the video. First of all, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody that did support the video on the channel, which was the top 10 cheap beasts on Sorare right now, because we managed to win the watch list competition as a creator. So massive thank you to you guys who are watching this video, because we wouldn't have been able to win without you. And secondly, as of obviously, like I said, this stuff has just been added now after I have already recorded a large majority of this video. So what I will say is, like I said, because this is something new, I did want to put it at the start of the video, but what I will say is there'll be a lot more of this nearer to the end of the video as I sort of understand it a bit more and proper dive into it. But yeah, I haven't read too much into it. I will claim this sort of stuff now, and I just wanted to let you guys know that the next part you're about to see, this stuff wasn't in the game. However, nearer the back end of the video, if you guys are interested in the daily boost stuff and all this new stuff that is on Sorare, it will be nearer to the end of the video. Yes, guys, it's been a while since my last free-to-play guide here on the channel, so I thought, why not update you guys on what's going on in my common gallery. I get a few questions in my live streams and definitely in the comments section of some of these videos about how I managed to get so many common players, or what I'm doing in the common game mode and all free-to-play stuff. So what I've decided to do is make this video here today and talk to you guys about all things common strategy and what we're going to be doing every single game week from now on until something changes, pretty much. So having a little look to start off the video here today, I wanted to show you guys my actual gallery in common, just so you guys know where we're at and know what I'm working with here in common. And then I'm going to be showing you guys how I managed to get this gallery, and then I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit towards the end as well, so make sure you stay tuned for a little special segment at the end. But yeah, anyway, so to start off the video here today, I'm just going to go through essentially what I have, just so you guys can see what it is that you guys could potentially get as well if you follow the way that I do things. Now, I'm not saying the way I do things is maybe it's not the absolute best thing in the entire world, but I will say I do have nearly 900 cards in common, and a lot of them are very good. Here is our collections. You can see we have nearly all of the Man City players, pretty much all of the Newcastle players. We've got Tottenham, we've got Chelsea, lots of Liverpool. We've got Villarreal, Bayern Munich, Arsenal, Borussia Dortmund, Marseille, and pretty much what you're going to start to see here is a theme. I essentially have started to collect the best clubs possible from each region, or as best as I can. So we've got Lyon, Frankfurt, Bournemouth, PSG, Real Madrid. All of these clubs are like considered to have very favourable matchups most weeks. Obviously, not every week is going to be favourable. That's just football. But generally speaking, Monaco, Atletico Madrid, RB Leipzig, Lille, maybe not Nottingham Forest, but yeah, they're going to have favourable matchups. So you can see here, yeah, these are all of our collections. So the main ones that we are focusing on are the teams that I believe are going to be favourable, or yeah, favourites to win the match. So you can see Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, most of the time they're going to be expected to win. So what does that mean for our gallery, and what does that mean when it comes to opening packs, really? I think that's the main thing I wanted to discuss here. So obviously, kicking things off, I will just show you guys the players that we do have available, because not only do we have like them cards. So for example, I have 3 Haalands, and I'm going to show you guys why I have that in a second. But we have 3 Haalands, we have 3 Hakimis, so it's not just you know, I have one of every good card and I'm just doing that. If we get a Militao in a free pack, then we're keeping him. You know what I mean? So we have 3 of them. We have 4 Virgil van Dijks. You know, so this gallery is absolutely stacked. You can see 5 Nick Popes. Yeah, just to name a few. I'm not going to go through every single player here because it's quite boring, but you guys get the gist of it. 2 Superslides, 2 Copalmers, 3 Gavardiols. Generally speaking, if they are a star player and I get them from a free pack, then I'm keeping them most of the time. Don't get me wrong, if I've got like 7, then obviously I might let go of a few of them. However, generally speaking, I will say I log on to this game every single day. I claim the free pack every single day. So that is the first part of the strategy. I also do the scrap challenge every single day. For those of you guys that don't know what that is, you'll come to the home tab, you'll go into view all, and then of course I've done it today so I can't show you guys, but usually there is a scrap challenge here. I also do the decisive challenge nearly every single day as well, so I will say guys, I am absolutely optimizing every opportunity possible to earn common essence. And why do we want to earn common essence, guys? Of course we want to earn common essence to get the good old streaks, and the reason why you would want to get the streaks is so that you can get the market credits, and yeah, obviously use market credits in the pro game mode. With that being said, I always forget to mention in these videos, but if you guys are new to Sorare and you do want to sign up, remember to use my link in the description down below because it helps support the channel. And of course, we're quite a small creator, so any little, well, any support does help me out. So I would really appreciate that. And moving back onto the common then. So before we talk about our main strategy in the video here today, I do want to highlight when I open a pack, how do I determine if I'm going to keep someone or sell someone or get rid of them essentially? And now, what I will say is, generally speaking, if you open up a common pack and it's a goalkeeper that starts, I pretty much keep them no matter what, and that is to aid our strategy, which I'm going to talk about later on in the video. So if you open a pack and your goalkeeper starts, then I keep him no matter what. If it's a goalkeeper who is a backup but part of a good collection, I will also keep them. So for example, Austin, I will just keep one version of them though. So if I got Austin out of a pack now, again, I would sell him. So pretty much, if they're a starter goalkeeper, use the Tottenham as example here. If you open up a pack, you get Vicario, you keep him no matter what, even if you have like 7 Vicarios. An example of this is just because it's easy for me to remember, Donnarumma. Just so you guys, I'm not giving you guys false information here. Just so you know, I've literally kept every Donnarumma that I've ever got, and you can see we have 7 Donnarummas. So yeah, just so you guys know that I am practicing what I preach, if you get what I mean. So essentially, when it comes to goalkeepers in your packs, just keep the ones that start no matter what, and that will aid this strategy. And then moving forward with the outfield players, generally speaking, if they are, I'm going to quite broadly sum it up here. If they are a star and they play week in and week out for a favourable team, you keep them no matter what, even if you've already got one. For example, Sandro Tonali, I don't think I have that many of him, but he's a star. I actually only have one, but if I got Tonali in a pack, I would probably keep him because he's a star. He plays week in, week out, and a lot of the time he will have a favourable matchup. And then essentially, when it comes to, so then what happens if you open a pack and you get a card that isn't a star? Then pretty much I will ask myself, am I collecting this collection? Are they part of a team that is what I would consider a good team, and then that would determine if I sell them for essence or not. So for example, if I open up a pack and I get ML Craft, then I'm going to keep him for this collection. If I've already got one, then obviously I will sell him. So yeah, and then essentially, say if I got someone from I don't know, Sunderland or someone like that, then I'll very likely sell them. The only exceptions for this, or what I will say most recently, is I've been getting a little bit lazy because I've just got to the point now where I have so much essence that I'm kind of just keeping all of the new players at this stage. So for example, like I said, Nottingham Forest, I wouldn't usually keep them. Same with Bournemouth, I didn't really keep Bournemouth to start off with, but at the moment you can see we have, at the moment, we have 9,000 common essence, but generally speaking, most weekends we have about 10,000. I will say I did open a lot of packs yesterday, which I probably don't advise. That's probably another thing to talk about in the common game mode. You can, I see these packs as fun. To be honest, if you want to have a little bit of fun, spend a couple of, a bit of essence on some packs. By all means, go and have fun. That is what this game mode is in Sorare for. So yeah, I did spend quite probably too much, to be honest, on these packs yesterday, because I was just sitting here and I was kind of bored, and I think I had 12k common essence. I've since opened a lot of packs, like I said, and I have done more of our strategy, which we're going to talk about right now. Are you guys looking for a fun new football management game to play? I know I definitely was, and that is why I have partnered up with Footium to create a new adventure. Later on into the video, I'll be displaying my journey into Footium. If you would like to join me, use my link in the description down below to sign up. Thank you to Footium for sponsoring this video. So of course, more about Footium later on in the video, but I do want to discuss with you guys where we sort of left off in the common game mode, and you can see here, this is where we left off in the last video. We were looking at the experiments, and we were on this one, and you can see that we pretty much just had a net positive, and entered as many arenas as we could. As you can see here, we entered 15 common arenas, and we net about 2,000 common essence. And then in that video, or the last common video I made, I did say comment down below, let me know if you guys do this, how do you get on. But since that video, I have been doing the same strategy every single week, and I want to take you guys through just how well we have been doing, to show you guys how I pretty much get 10,000 common essence every single week. So obviously when you start out, you're going to have less entries, probably similar to this amount. Maybe you can only afford 10, but you can see here the next time we did it, it was a midweek, and we entered 11 times. As you can see here, these are the 11 entries, and we used 2,700 essence, averaged 4th position. We returned again yet another 2,000 net, net positive or profit, about 2,000 common essence here. And then again, we done the same thing. This time we managed to afford 27 entries, and this is because I saved all my common essence. I didn't spend it on packs, didn't do anything silly. So essentially the strategy here, like I discussed in the last video, was to get as many common arena entries as possible, and then obviously if you win, the better. And you can see here, this was the following week. Here are all of our entries to prove to you guys that I have been doing it. And you can see we used 6,000, well, pretty much 7,000 common essence to enter 27 arenas. We averaged 5th, which isn't that good, but it is enough to make still a net positive. And I will say, guys, these are me. This is me, like, kind of lazily putting all of these common arenas out. I don't really put any thought process into any of these teams. As you can see, all I do, generally speaking, is look to see if they're going to play, and that is it. And I am going to talk to you guys about at the end of this segment here, after we talk a little bit more about Footium, I'm going to discuss to you guys exactly what my thought process is going into a weekend, and actually show you guys how I operate over the weekend with these common arenas. So moving on to the next opportunity, we had to enter a lot of common arenas. You can see here again, quite a lot of entries. This was over the international break, and you can see here we got 15 entries once again, and we nearly doubled our common essence entry. So the point I'm trying to get at here, guys, is you don't even really need to be that good at building common arenas or lineups. Just make sure the players are starting, put them in, and you should, based on what I've been doing here, you should be netting yourself a profit in essence every single time. And last but not least, we done this operation, or we done this experiment to the largest scale I possibly could, and this is why I'm yielding 10,000 XP, 10,000 common essence every single game week at the moment, and that is because we've done 40 entrances, as you can see here, in the common arenas in the most recent weekend, and this is what we're going to be doing in the video live here today. And you can see for game week 20 we had 40 entrances. we submitted 10,000 essence to go into all of these competitions, and we earned 1,400. Sorry, 14,000 common essence. And like I discussed a little bit earlier on in the video, I wasted a lot of that on packs. However, we are going to be spending another 10,000 essence or common essence in the video here today over this weekend, and we're going to see how well we do. Yes, guys, so we're back with my Footium journey today. As you can see on screen, our next game, or our first ever match, is in 25 seconds. So, I'm going to show you guys our match. Hopefully we done well, and I will show you guys, I did change my tactic from last time. As you can see, I went with chemistry over everything. We've got great chemistry now. We've gone with a 5 at the back. Hopefully we can get a result today. We have kickoff. Oh my god, and someone has already scored. Hopefully it's us. I just clicked into the game. We're 1 minute in. Surely not us. Oh my god. We have scored 6 minutes into our Footium journey. I was just about to show you guys what we're playing against and us loading in, and we've already scored. What a fantastic start. So yeah, we're playing against a 3-4-3 attack, and we're obviously quite defensive, so yeah, but we do have the home advantage, so let's see how we get on in this game. And we have made it 2-0. Let's go, Schmid. Love that. He looks to be having a great game. Generally speaking, in this match, we have been getting a lot of blocks away. You can see just earlier in the game here, if I scroll down. Generally speaking, they're getting a lot of shots. We're getting a few bookings, lots of saves and shots blocked. We'll look at the stats at half time. But as things stand, we are 2-0 up in our first game of Footium. Oh my god, there's been another goal before half time. The opponents have scored. Oh my god, this is an end-to-end game. So it is officially half time. We are 2-1 up, and this gives me a great opportunity to show you guys another tab here, and you can see a very detailed breakdown of the game, and you can see we have committed a lot of fouls in this game, so it's potentially something for me to work on come the next game. You can see we've had 3 yellow cards already at half time, so maybe my team might be a little bit too aggressive. However, I will say that our left wing back is having a phenomenal game, and yeah, hopefully we can get the win here. Fortunately, as well, we can make substitutes in Footium, and I'm going to take off my man with a yellow card just in case we do get sent off. Both of our wing-backs are on a card as well. However, we do not have the wing-backs on the bench, so again, something to think about in the future. We take off an extra midfielder to change the formation and bring on a left winger because we only have wingers on the bench here. And hopefully we have not got too long. Oh, and it is 3-1. The perfect substitute there. Oh my god, it was the sub that we just made. Loke, who has hopefully won us this game. 3-1, come on. And just like that, we win the game 5-1. Our substitutes allow us to take the next step in the match and go on and win it. What a great result for our first game on Footium. If you guys have enjoyed what you see today on Footium, I would really appreciate it if you use my link in the description down below to sign up to Footium. Once again, a massive thank you to Footium for sponsoring the video here today. Let's get back on to that Sorare Commons strategy. So this is it then, guys. This is the finale of my common strategy, really. I'm going to be taking you guys through exactly what I do in the common arenas over this weekend, and this will probably be the last video I really make on these common arenas, so I'm going to call it the finale for you guys. And yeah, hopefully this doesn't get patched, but of course, I'm anticipating the probably amount of entries that you get into the common arena will likely change, because I feel like this strategy is extremely overpowered. But we're going to put it to the test for one last time, one last finale in this video here, and we're going to do our best to try and enter as many common arenas as we can over the weekend. And I'm going to update you guys, you know, kind of over the weekend, and we're going to see how we get on. And might start cutting or jumping to myself over the weekend. But before we kick off the weekend, I will show you guys what we have got going on. You can see I've already submitted 5 lineups. Now, what I will say when it comes to these common arenas is that first and foremost, you do need to have a lot of time on your hands, because you need to be able to be on your computer or on your device before the lineups are announced, because that is quite a make or break thing about this strategy. You need to make sure all of the players are starting, because of course, for those of you guys that don't know, you can enter these common arenas at any time. So we have submitted 5 common arenas. I don't recommend doing this, especially if you don't have that much common essence. I would recommend waiting for the teams to be announced before you set out your common arenas. However, because I have so much common essence, I've just submitted 5 already because, yeah, just for time purposes. So yeah, I do recommend, if you guys do not have as much common essence as me and maybe not as many cards, then I suggest really taking your time and submitting when you know the players are going to be starting. With that being said, here is our 5 lineups, and I've just picked players that I really hope are going to start. If any of these don't start, of course, then I will likely lose out on my essence. However, like I said, I have so much that I need to sort of plan ahead or do as many as I can. So now we're going to cut to me building some more over the weekend, and ultimately at the end of this segment I'm going to show you guys how we got on, and that will be our strategy sort of really dissected, so you guys can follow along and do it yourselves, and hopefully earn a lot of common essence and build a really cool common gallery like myself. We are at the weekend and we need to complete these missions, so I thought, why not open one of these packs on the video here today, and you guys can see what I do with my cards, just so you guys might be able to influence what you guys do with the packs. I would say, if you guys don't have much common essence or don't have many cards, you probably keep Leno because he's a starting goalkeeper. However, I'm at the stage where I don't really need more starting keepers. As you guys saw, we can enter nearly 40, 50 odd arenas. So we're going to take the Essence. We're going to take Anderson because he is a new version. We don't have him yet, so we'll go for that. And then Doku is a bit of a star, so we'll keep him in a good team. So there we go. That is what I'll do with a pack. And the reason I opened that pack is to try and complete the brand new, here we go, the brand new daily boost thing, which I'm yet to experience what this is. I'm learning it for the first time in this video with you guys. We do have to level up a player. Oh no. And I don't think we can level up a player, can we? Oh, we can. Lovely. There we go. So, I'm going to experience whatever this is for the first time with you guys on video. I'm sure some of you guys... Oh, okay. There we go. What do we get? Oh, sorry. Here we are. We claim it here. Sorry, I'm a little bit confused. Oh, as it spins on the common wheel. There you go. So we've got some common spins on the wheel for the video here today. Let's see if we get lucky. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys, or what did you get from your spins? Hopefully we can get common essence. That's what I need. XP, we don't mind that. Some XP on the common players is always a good thing. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully we can get, like I said, common essence is the main thing we want, because that will allow us to enter some more arenas. So please, give me common essence. Stop. Oh, we're just getting a lot of XP, Let me know, like I said, in the comments down below what you guys are getting from this spin wheel. I'm going to try and complete this as much as I can, and you're probably going to see more of this in the video here today, because this whole video, this falls at a good time, because this whole video is common stuff, which means I can make this video even longer with lots of common stuff, which is great. Good to see that they've added more things to common. And we always love spinning this wheel, don't we? I think this is my last spin, maybe. Don't know how many we got. I keep just getting XP. XP galore. Unlock. Oh, okay. Unlock spins. What does that do? Okay, there we go. So that's all of our, well, that's the new update for you guys, or my first experience knowing what the update is. Obviously, by the time you guys see this, you would have already had your own little go on it. So let me know how your guys' spins and stuff went. And yeah, let's get on to then common arenas. So I'm here to walk you through what a morning routine looks like for me here on the common game mode in Sorare. And as you can see, last night we carried on with our common arena sort of entries, and of course stay tuned all the way to the end to see how we get on with that. And I will say we've started off pretty decent. You can see, well, obviously this team is not going to get anywhere because I went with Dortmund. They only won 1-0 and didn't yeah, that was it pretty much. So yeah, Pascal Gross captain though was good, and pretty much that is the entire strategy that we're going for. Just players that are playing, and then pray that they do well. Of course, every single morning you get your common packs. I talked about what I do with my common packs, but now I'm going to show you what I do with my common packs. I will say as well, whilst I'm recording this video, the UI of Sorare has changed. They've updated some more common things, so that's always good to see. Always probably a bit weird watching this video now after the updates come out and then looking back on it. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, every morning I wake up, I open this pack. If I get a starter goalkeeper, I will keep them. If I get a player, this guy is new to be fair, but St. Pauli, I know they're not that good, so I will just scrap him. The only time that I might not scrap them is if they're 5, and I'm like, I'll just keep him. Now, this guy is from Stuttgart, and I know Stuttgart are a pretty good club, so I'll probably keep him. Adama Traore, again, he is only 5, but he's just not that much of a desirable player, so I'll probably just get rid of him. Although, for those of you guys that might not have the gallery I have, probably recommend keeping someone like Traore. But yeah, for me, I'm happy to sell them types of players for some more common essence, just to enter as many arenas as possible. And that's why we keep the starting goalkeepers, by the way, because of course you need lots of keepers to enter lots of arenas. And then what I would go and do is obviously the scrap challenge every single day. And obviously I would do the missions and things like that as well, which I'll show you all of you guys in this segment here right now. In terms of scrapping players, I guess I have it a little bit easier because I have so many players in my gallery that most days I can scrap players without really worrying about scrapping good players. You can see there we've just picked out them nice and easy, and I don't care about getting rid of any of them. And we got a player that isn't too desirable, I guess, but we actually will keep this guy because I don't think Brest are the worst team in the world. But if he wasn't new, I probably would just sell him. But for this instance, we'll keep him. And of course, now I'm exploring this new sort of feature here where we are trying to get spins on the spinny wheel. Buy a pack, sure, I'll do that for the video, why not? Let's go for, I need a vault made for my Newcastle collection. So Matt Sells, yeah, I'm not really liking Matt Sells, and we've already got one, so I'm going to get rid of him. Malik Chow will keep him because he's a good player and a good team, and we have good collection score. We'll get rid of them, get rid of them. Murphy will probably just take the essence for as well, even though Murphy is a good player as well. But there we go. Okay, so we have opened up another pack, and we have claimed another thing. Okay, so we'll claim our little spins on the spinny wheel, and then level up a card. Play the decisive picker. Okay, yeah, so that's nice and easy. All we need to do is put in players here, which actually I'm probably just going to do when the lineups get announced, but I'll put in one player just so it gives me the completion there. And then all we need to do is level up a card. Then we've got loads of spins again, which of course I will show you guys in this video. And we're going to go ahead and level up Hakimi for the sake of me not wanting to waste your guys' time. I'm just going to get on with it. There we go. So we've got lots of spinnies on the spinny wheel. There we go. Another 3. There we go. Alright, so this is essentially me taking you through my morning routine in common, and then obviously I'm not going to do every single morning. This is literally just an example for you guys for the video here today. We get Mark Gui. I think I already have him, but we'll take him nonetheless. Yeah, and then essentially what I'm going to be doing after this part of the video is just showing you guys all the common arena stuff and seeing how we get on. And I am actually going to take you through one lineup build again as an example here in the video, and then I'm just going to cut to pretty much me showing you the results of all of it. And we're going to be using Villarreal as an example. You can see here the lineups are announced and their team is there. And we do have a few Villarreal players. We did just get Diamonde from Leipzig. I don't think I have him actually, so that is a bit of a dub. And I'm kind of just speeding through these. Ooh, lovely. That will give us a few entries to the common arena. Love that. That is essentially quite a lot of free entries actually, so that was a bit of a dub. Then we got some more. That's another free entry right there. We're about to use this common essence, don't worry. And a star, go on. Our tier 3, who we're going to get? Ooh, Llewellyn, good player as well. I think I've already got him though, but I mean, I won't complain. We'll take another one. And here we go. So this is what I'm essentially this is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the weekend, and then I'm going to cut back and show you guys how we got on. So just to show you guys the thought process or how I do it, essentially I just get the common, obviously enter. I'll get the lineups or whatever on whatever website you guys use to see the lineups, and essentially I am just entering every single player that is playing into a common arena. So for example, I'll type in Villarreal. I'll see I have 2 juniors, so I know I need to use 2 of them. Then we'll look at defense. Have Pedresa, who is playing, so we'll go with that. So if I can stack them, I will, because I just prefer to do that on Sorare anyway. So Comasagna is playing, we can put him in. Is Pepe playing? Yes, he is. And then last but not least, for this Villarreal stack, we'll put in Mkhitaryan. Is Malero playing? Yes, he is. There we go. So essentially, I don't really care about who it is that we have. Obviously, the better, if you can pick a better player, you'll pick a better player. But generally speaking, I don't really mind. There's no really strategy to building these teams. It's literally just, are they playing? Yes, no. If they are, then I'll put them in. So I know, because I know a few people on stream are asking me about like, oh, how do I build such good common teams and stuff, and I'm just like, I literally don't. If you get me, I just put them in, and if they do well, they do well. I guess it's just a little bit of luck. And you can see here, and at this stage, I would probably look to see who we're not using and make sure we don't have them. So Thomas Partey and Marino, I don't think I have either of them. We have Renato Vega, and that is literally it. Oh, we do have Thomas Partey. So now I know when I build another lineup, I need to try and use a Thomas Partey. Um, so now in this example, I would see if I have any Rayo Vallecano players. I don't think I would. Yeah, I don't have any. So in this instance, this would happen quite often with you guys, where you still have players that are going to play, but you don't have enough positions, which is probably quite a common thing. At this instance, I would just plug in players that I hope will play. So for example, Hakimi, and I'm not going to put Haaland because I don't know if he's injured or not, but we'll just put Gakpo. So for example, this is essentially what I would do with the players. So we know 3 of them are 100% going to play, and then we just plug in the 2, like essentially the stars that we save up, and this is where it is important to get them sort of duplicates in there, and like I was discussing before about having multiple just good players will be good for this strategy. So we know we have Thomas Partey left. I'm pretty sure we don't have any other Villarreal players, and obviously I personally like to go on FootMob to star all of these comps, and I know that the next one isn't till quite some while away. So again, in this instance, I do want to use every player possible, so I will just be fielding a team with Thomas Partey, and this is what I done last night with Pascal Gross, and it worked perfectly because Gross had a great game. So yeah, we'll go with this for now. We will just honestly we'll just put Jared Bowen again. I'm just trying to put players in here that I'm pretty convinced will start, and then we'll see if the results will come. But there we go. So I'll probably give the armband to Gabriel. There we go. So there is us example building over the weekend, an example of our morning and how it looks like. And now I'm going to cut to how we got on over this weekend. Back with an update just before the weekend finishes, and I do want to show you guys, I realised I didn't really show you guys what common teams I'm actually submitting for the weekend, and I will say we managed to hit some streaks already, and some of our other lineups haven't even like played yet. So I do want to show you guys what we are putting out to hit these streaks. You can see here, obviously this is the main reason why you'll be watching a video like this, is to be doing what I'm doing here and hitting the streaks, and then obviously trying to get them market credits to use in the common game mode. I will say I am still doing these challenges for the spin wheel. I'm not going to show all of the spins and stuff on this video, but yeah, just so you guys know, I'm doing it every single day, as I'm sure most of you guys will be as well. But yeah, here are our lineups for the weekend, and like I said, this is how I've achieved these common lineups and are able to hit the streaks is pretty much through this method as you are seeing on the screen. And I'll give you an update to see how many common arenas we have currently entered. And we have entered 44. I am going to try and get that number as high as possible, like I said, for the end part of this video. But yeah, just to show you guys what we are putting out. We're putting out PSG pretty much for Ligue 1. Then we've got Arsenal for the Premier League. You can see both of these scored fantastic, nearly 400 points for both of them. And then for La Liga, we have Barcelona. Obviously, they're yet to play, but hopefully we'll hit the streak there. And then in the Bundesliga, we have pretty much going to be Bayern most game weeks, but a Dortmund defence here in this one. And you can see pretty much nearly all of my teams are going to hit the streak, and that is just because I'm doing this method over and over again, getting loads of common essence, so therefore I'm able to get the best players to hit the best streaks. And this is exactly why I spam the top daily deal packs in the store, because I feel like they are so juiced. And yeah, that's why I tend to go for these top 3 ones. You can see Yamin Yamal, finally got him. He was one of the cards actually that we were missing in the gallery. We are missing a few big hitters, but Yamal definitely being one of them, and he goes straight into our gallery. And that's what I do recommend for you guys if you do have to open up any of the store packs, especially, you know, with all these missions going on. I do recommend to try your best to open up the yeah, these ones along the top. I don't actually know, you know, I don't have any specific data or like any proof that they are better, but I just in general feel like they are better. So do let me know in the comments down below if you think that the packs along the top, the daily deal ones, are better than the ones below, because I feel like I could literally sit here and spam Barcelona packs and never get anyone good. But then the second I open up the, you know, these ones along the top, the forward pack is the one I just opened, yeah, we actually get something good. So yeah, we've got a couple more arenas to enter today, and then we'll round off the video. So we are here to conclude our weekend, the results time, the thing that everyone has been waiting for. But before we go into the results of the video here today, I have got a beautiful golden wheel that I thought I might as well share with all of you common lovers to see if we get a terrible green. But hey, we'll take it nonetheless. We'll take it nonetheless. So how did we get on over the weekend? You can see here that we did manage to enter a grand total of 58 arenas. Now, something I will add before you guys see the results is that, like I said at the start of the video, it is best for you guys to wait for the lineups to be announced, because you can see straight away here, Greenwood DMP has absolutely killed 2 of our lineups. A Grimaldo DMP has killed another lineup. And generally speaking, we had a few DMPs this weekend, and that is due to me being well, trying to rush and really do quantity over quality. However, as you can see from the results of our video here today, that we did submit 14,500 common essence, and we didn't yield a profit. We only got 13,000, which is the first time, and of course on the finale, the first time I have not yielded a profit in this experiment. So what I will say, looking back at the other times I've done this, you can see here 40 entrances, 15 entrances, 27 entrances, and 11 entrances. So perhaps our video has concluded today that actually quality is better than quantity in this instance. So perhaps maybe a sweet spot for the future might be around that sort of 27 or 30, should we say, to 40 region. And if you're pushing on the 50s and 60s, you might start to make mistakes and not have enough time, or giving yourself enough time to eradicate the DMPs. So this is something that I have learned from this video here today, that perhaps I shouldn't just spam as many as I possibly could, and perhaps be a bit more cautious going into my common arenas. However, I do still suggest to enter as many as you can, because I think generally speaking, as you know, like you can see, I've done this experiment for a few weeks. Generally speaking, we have profited for sure from entering lots of common arenas. Something I will add as well, just right at the end of this video, and I'm sure you guys will already know this, but just in case you do not, they have now added the ability to have two lineups in each competition. So you can see here that our Premier League, we have two common lineups, and this is for all comps, guys. So I don't know. I think they literally added it this weekend, so just in case you guys didn't know, that now you can do two common lineups for each competition. So you can do Premier League, Ligue 1, La Liga 2, you can see here, 2 for Bundesliga, and of course 2 for All-Star. So make sure, I will obviously say, this is the first priority, or the first protocol, is to, yeah, of course, enter as many common arenas for free, or competitions for free. So do the All-Star last. So that's what I recommend you guys do when you're setting your lineups, is to pretty much do Premier League, La Liga, Ligue 1, like do all the competition ones, and then All-Star, and then do all of the common arenas, because of course essentially this stuff is free essence, with no risk of losing essence. So there we have it. There's our finale of the common experiments. There it is, guys. There is a massive common video on the channel to sort of round off our experimental time here in common. Hopefully next time we create a common video, it will be because of something new or something fun they have added. Maybe they start to look to do things for maybe a big competition or something like that. Would be super fun. If you guys did enjoy the video today, please do show me by leaving a like, because as you can tell, not only is this video a big long video, but it took me a big long time to make and edit. So I do really appreciate if you guys could support the video, and of course subscribe if you're new, and we'll catch you guys in a future video. Peace.